As if trapped in a nightmare, Lucy forced herself to peer down into the gaping hole. She was sure she hadn't imagined the sound this time, certain now that it wasn't an animal. The voice was all too frighteningly human. "Please," it was begging her. "Please." Pressing both hands to her mouth, Lucy tried not to scream, for she could see now that the grave wasn't empty at all, that there was something lying at the very bottom, camouflaged by layers of mudslide and rising rainwater. As a sliver of lightning split the clouds, she saw the girl's head strain upward, lips gasping for air, and then the girl's arm lifting slowly, reaching out to her. "Please, is someone there?" Lucy stood paralyzed. She watched in horror as the girl's head fell back again into the mire, as water closed over the anguished face. "Oh my God!" She didn't remember jumping in. From some hazy part of her brain came vague sensations of sliding, of falling, of being buried alive, as the earth crumbled in around her and the ground sucked her down. She lunged for the body beneath the water. She tried to brace herself, but her feet kept slipping in the mud. Dropping to her knees, she managed to raise the girl's head and cradle it in her arms. "Help! Somebody help us!" Was the girl dead? Lucy couldn't tell, but the body was limp and heavy and motionless now, the eyes and lips closed. She could hardly see anything in this darkness, only brief flashes of the livid face as lightning flickered over the girl's delicate features. Ghostly white cheeks, dark swollen bruises. A scarf wound tight around her neck. "Somebody! Somebody help us!" Yet even as she shouted, Lucy knew no one would hear her, not through this wind and rain, not in this place of the dead. With numb fingers, she worked feverishly at the scarf, but the wet material was knotted and wouldn't budge. In desperation, she smoothed the girl's matted hair and leaned closer to comfort her. "Hang on, okay? I'm going to get you out of here, but I have to leave, just for a little while, and get help. I'll be back as quick as I—" Something clamped onto her wrist. As Lucy's words choked off, she could see the thin, pale hand clinging to her own, the muddy fingers lacing slowly between her own fingertips. They began to squeeze. "Oh, God! Stop!" Pain shot through the palm of her hand, pain like she'd never felt before. Waves like fire, burning, scalding through every nerve and muscle, throbbing the length of her fingers, pulsing upward through her hand, her wrist, along her arm, piercing her heart and her head. Pain so intense she couldn't even scream. Her body began to shake uncontrollably. Her strength drained in a dizzying rush. Through a blur of strange blue light, she saw the girl's head turn toward her, saw the scarf slip easily from the fragile neck. She saw the jagged gash across the girl's throat, the raw, stringy flesh, the glimmer of bone. Lucy pitched forward. The girl's body was soft beneath her, cushioning her fall, and from some great distance she heard her own voice crying out at last, though she understood somehow that this was only in her mind. "Who did this to you? What's happening?" "Listen," the girl whispered. Had her lips moved? Had she spoken aloud? Lucy didn't think so, yet she could hear this girl, could hear her just as clearly as two best friends sharing secrets. Dazed and weak, she managed to lift herself onto one elbow. The girl was staring at her now, wide eyes boring into hers with an intensity both chilling and compelling. Lucy was helpless to look away. "Tell no one," the girl said, and her lips did not move, and Lucy could only gaze into those huge dark eyes and listen to the silence. "Do you understand? Promise me you understand." Lucy felt herself nod. Tears ran down her cheeks and streamed with the rain over the girl's cold skin. The hand holding hers slid away. The dark eyes shifted from her face to something far beyond her, something Lucy couldn't see. If you want to live, you mustn't tell anyone, not anyone, what you've seen here tonight. Don't die. Please don't die. Promise me. Yes, yes, I promise. The girl's eyelids slowly closed. But for one split second, Lucy could have sworn that she smiled.